Hello again, Art 1 students. Today we are continuing our value sheet, and this section here we're going to learn how to tint and we're going to learn how to shade with colored pencils. So you will need your colored pencils for this. For this one here, we're going to go blue to white. So this is sort of like putting our value scale in one box, similar to what we did up here with our blending. We went light to dark, and we wanted to see our 5 different steps. This time, we want to do our steps all in one box, and we don't want to show the lines for how they connect to each other. We want it to be a smooth transition. So over here on this corner, we will be going using our blue. You can use any blue that you have with your colored pencils. You're going to have your blue, and you're going to lay it down pretty dark for this section over here. And then you're going to gradually get lighter. And gradually get lighter. So it's like you're doing your value scale all together without showing how it meets. So you're going all the way to white. So I see a little bit in here about where my lines meet. So that's basically what tinting is. Tinting is we're taking a color and we're making it lighter. So we're going to take a color and gradually make it lighter. And this is all done with pressure. Notice I did not use a white colored pencil for this, so it was all done with pressure. My paper is already white, so I went blue, lighter blue, lighter blue, lighter blue, and all the way to white. So you're going to do that with your blue colored pencil. You're going to do the same thing with your red colored pencil over here. Try it with another color. Going to do the same thing. Start really dark on this side with the red. Lay some red in there. And then gradually add less and less pressure until you get a white. And you can go back here and fix up what you need to so that it all flows nicely. You do not want to see lines where each one of these values connects to each other. You just want it to be a very smooth transition. And that would be tinting. Okay, so we can see we have gone blue to white, and we have gone red to white, and that is tinting. So now we're going to do shading, and this means we take a color and we go to black. So you will need your colored pencils, and you will need black. So first thing I'm going to have is I'm going to get my black, and I'm going to get my green. I'm going to go ahead and put the black down on this side, and I'm going to put it down really dark. Sorry if my camera shakes, guys. The table shakes a little bit while I do this. So here's my black. I'm going to put the black down over here. And I'm going to go ahead and put my green down over here. And I'm putting it down pretty dark because this is not tinting, so I just want my nice green changing to black slowly. So I've got my green over here, and I've got my black over here. On the edges, it's as dark as I can get it, and then we're going to gradually go lighter here in the middle, only because I need to have room to blend these together. So we're blending the green on top of the black so that it is a smooth transition. We want this color to go to from one color to black without seeing any connecting lines, without seeing any lines like where they meet. We want it to just sort of meet magically in the middle. So that would be shading. We are taking a color and we're making it gradually darker with a black. So I'm going to do the same thing now with the violet. So I'm going to put the violet down on this side. And I am using a lot of pressure. I'm using a lot of pressure and putting as much value as I can down here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the black down on the other side. using a lot of pressure. And then I need to put a little layer. If I do it too dark, I won't have room to blend. So a little layer of black so that I can put the layer of violet over top so that it will be a nice smooth transition. I want my black over here to be a little bit darker and to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going to go over that a little bit. And I'm going to go in the middle. We don't want the middle to look like it's lighter. So you want to make sure that you're not making that lighter. You have to slowly build up the value. But now we have gone to violet to black. So in the middle, what we've done is we've created a dark violet, a shade of violet. So we've gone violet and used the black and the violet in the middle and gone to black. Remember, I don't want to see your transition lines. I don't want to see how these connect. I want it to be a nice smooth transition. All right, so we've done tinting, we've done shading. Now what I want us to do is to see what this would look like on an object. So I've got a cylinder and a sphere here, and we're going to try to add value in here to make it look like it is dimensional, like it's popping off the page. So if we, I always like to try to make you think about this. If this is where our sunlight is, this is our light source. Here's my little light source, and it's shining over here, okay? So if it's shining over there, this is going to be the dark side and this is going to be the light side. So you can do this with whatever color you want. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to just use this blue. So over here, it's going to be pretty dark. So I'm going to use a lot of pressure and get my darks over here. And then as I go over here, it's going to gradually get lighter. So it's like I'm doing this tinting, just like we did up here. Gradually making it lighter so that it is getting lighter where the light is hitting it. So think about how a light would hit an object and make it darker on one side. So I have done that there with my tinting. Same thing on the top. It's going to be darker over here. And it's going to get lighter over here. Okay? So that would be how we would add this to an object to make it look like it's popping off the page a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and do our sphere here. Right now it's just a circle, but if you wanted to make it look like a sphere, you're going to add value. That's what's going to make it look like it's popping off the paper. So again, here's my light and here's my dark. So if we imagine that here's our light source, our little sunshine, and how it's going to create a light on this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little highlight here. Think of how a bubble looks and how it's got a little highlight. I don't want to make this really dark because I don't want it to be outlined in the end. So over here, it's really dark. So I'm going to start with my really dark, lots of pressure. And I'm going to sort of make it look like it's going around the object because we want this to look like a rounded object. So I'm going to apply my value in a circular motion. And then as I go over here, it's going to get lighter and lighter, which means I'm using less and less pressure. And I want that little light source, that little highlight, to show. So I'm going to leave that the white of the paper. All right, so now we have added some value to make this look like it's popping off the page. All right, so guys, today we have learned how to tint with colored pencil. We have learned how to shade with colored pencil. And we have learned how to use those techniques to create dimension to objects. If you wanted to, you could even take some black, if you wanted to add some shading in here too, and even make the darker side even darker by adding a little bit of black and letting that blend into the other colors. So it's like we're using a combination of the shading and the tinting to get this full range of value here. And that will make it pop even more. Okay guys, so today I would like you to try the tinting and the shading and try adding those things to these two objects. And this is session 3 of our value paper. So after today, you should have the whole front part of this paper finished. And the next time we will do the back. All right, guys, talk to you later.